للحبايب شو بني يا طير يا طير. حبايب شو بني يا طير يا طير. روح اسألن علي وليف ومش معه، ومجروح بجروح الهوى شو بينفعه. موجوع ما بيقول عاللي بيوجعه، وتعن عباله ليالي الولداني يا طير.
Hello, greetings and welcome to International Dance Week live stream performances online, coming at you from the location Free Flow Dance Theater in Saskatoon, Treaty 6 territory. My name is Terrell McGuire, and I am privileged to be the guest artist here at Free Flow, choreographing and working with the dancers, and also hosting this week of wonderful, culturally diverse collaborative performances, which were curated by Free Flow Artistic Director Jackie La Tendresse. So just before we go to the performance this evening, we would like to acknowledge that Treaty 6 territory and Saskatoon are home to a number of First Nations people. The traditional lands here are of the Cree, Dene, the Dakota, Nakota, Saulteaux, and Métis, and we honor them in the spirit of reconciliation. We are just about now to move into performance mode, and just before that, I would like to thank supporters, our sponsors, Saskatchewan Arts Board, Saskatchewan Culture, and of course, Free Flow Dance Theater. So please enjoy this evening's live stream performances. Thank you. Hi, Shannon.
Hello.
Now I have an opportunity to talk to Amy and Shannon a little bit about the piece that we just saw. Do you have your breath back?
I do.
Okay, good. She's got stamina, I know. I'm working with her. Shannon or Amy, the piece is called Finalities,
A study in finality.
a study in finality. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we can. I will let Amy talk about this one because she's got a bit of her perspective for. She's a death doula, so I'll let her take over for our naming.
Thank you. Yeah, so initially when Shannon and I came together to come up with the concept for the piece, we were both kind of thinking in the same vein of grief, but like in a more macrocosmic sense. For example, I had just finished school, Shannon had moved to Saskatoon, and I mean, obviously there's been a lot of death in the last few years as well. So it really came about for these questions of what is finality really, and how might we explore that through dance, because, you know, is this dance really a study in finality if we've rehearsed it so many times and presented it so many times and it's going to be viewed so many times? Or, you know, what does that mean in terms of our lives and where we are right now, in terms of our relationships as well as
Yeah.
friends?
I would definitely say that it was a mutual feeling of, wow, the world has really changed, and experiencing like grief in many different ways, not just related to like losing loved ones, but also like in relation to moving away and moving on from our current lives, and just kind of what that experience was about.
So interesting. And you, Shannon, is here in the studio on location at Free Flow Dance. Amy is in Markham. And was this how you worked, how you created the entire piece in these two separate places?
It was. Amy was dancing in her kitchen, and I was dancing in my living room, and then we just figured it out from a distance and what it meant to be so far away and working together.
Yeah, I'm not in my kitchen though. I'm in Shannon's parents' house.
Would be a pretty sparse kitchen if you were. I'm wondering also just if you can tell us just a little bit more about the process of working. Were you doing rehearsals on Zoom? Were you constantly looking at each other? Do you think you both offered up equal amounts of material?
Yeah, we were definitely very collaborative in our process. We met and found some like key words that we thought were around each other and like around the subject of grief, and we put those together and we started creating. It was actually an improv session based off of those words and what those words like created as a feeling in ourselves, and then we recorded it and we picked out what our highlights of it were and put together some phrases based off of them. Amy, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No.
You know, modern dance, contemporary dance, it's non-narrative, it's abstract, but it's full of imagery. And I'm thinking probably people are going, wow, about the very intense section, almost frantic,
Yeah.
Shannon, that you danced that Amy did not. Do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, so for the different sections that we have when the person leaves the screen is the different ways that we felt we dealt with grief, both in leaving and in like just experiencing a loss. And so for me, we wanted to highlight the like kind of the frantic feeling and that overwhelming feeling you feel when you like lose somebody suddenly without any warning. And then Amy's was, Amy, do you want to speak about yours?
Yeah, my section rather, was more informed by feelings of like emptiness and confusion and not sure what to do anymore. I just, yeah, I would say we wanted to highlight that contrast as well as two different experiences of the same thing. and two different ways of expressing the same emotion, even though you wouldn't on the surface really understand that that's probably the same emotion. Little exploration from us.
Yeah, thank you. That's very compelling, and it's very true that people respond so differently to grief. So that was really clearly expressed by the two of you. So I'm just going to ask one more simple question, unless you have something else to add. Amy?
Oh, don't
It's okay.
give me that permission.
I won't put you on the spot. I'll ask my question, which is, I'm always big on giving credit to where it's due. So credit to Shannon's parents' kitchen, to the Free Flow Dance Studio, and everybody who's helped put this live stream production together. But also, who can we credit your music to?
Our music is from bensound.com. They are the music that we found. It's a really awesome website, though. I love to pick and choose off of.
Is there not a composer?
Not that I know of.
Oh, okay. All right. You did your due diligence. I'll trust you. Okay. We're going to sign off and thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we'll be back again tomorrow evening with more scintillating, culturally diverse, intercultural collaborations. Bye. Bye, Amy.